Hello and welcome to this little plant tour. I'm moving soon, so I thought I maybe just film my plants and my setups, and so I can look back and show it to you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's begin. Here's the entrance, and right here is my big terrarium. It's, I believe, 150 times 150 times, I think that's 60 centimeters, and I have some plants in there. I built this little handle so I don't have to touch the glass every time I open it. So let's begin. In the back there are some, in these two boxes are some Micans propagations. Up here is an orchid. I don't know the name, but maybe I can. As you can see, it's grown in there pretty good. I don't know if you can see the tag. Not really good. Maybe I put it on the screen if I can remove the tag, but yeah. It didn't. I have it for a while now. It hasn't bloomed yet, but maybe it's not the best conditions. Sometimes it grows, sometimes it dies a little back. I don't really know. But I took some cutting. This is the oldest one, and it's looking pretty good. All this new growth, and I'm pretty happy about it. On a piece of cork bark, and this is the recent one on a little driftwood, and it already grew a bit, I believe. Well, I hope. These are the two propagations from the mother plant back there. Next to it is a Platycerium. Maybe I have to remount it because it dries out really fast, and maybe these tree fern bark thing is not the best for it. I have to try a bit with this one. Right here is a air plant, pretty big one. Here is a smaller one, and here's a smaller one which was struggling, but I don't know if it's still good or not. I just tucked it in there, so yeah. Okay, here's another little propagation box. If you want to see the propagation box in detail, I maybe make a video about it. Little peek. These are some cuttings a friend gave me. We did a little trade. Yeah. Here is a Epipremnum Cube Blue. I have some more right here. There was two Epipremnums and one Philodendron atapuense. I have more of those, which I'll show you later. This is a little experiment with some water plants. They don't look great, but I hope they will be covered because this is all the leaves that grow underwater and they need to adapt to above water. So I'm trying a bit with this as well. And here are some mini monsteras, some Tetrasperma. No, is it Tetrasperma? I don't know. But here are some cuttings and a second one. Here is another Cube Blue. These are Philodendron Golden Dragon cutting. I don't know if Golden Dragon is the variegated one or the normal one, but I just call it. Oh, there's a strip on the leaf. I don't know if you can see that. I have to treat that. Sadly. But the roots looking pretty good. It's the top cutting of my plant. And there's another one, the little black dot in the middle. So I have to treat those. Sadly, I have some problems with thrips, but for years now, or for a long time. The terrarium has so many thrips, which I was happy about, but now I think they get in somehow. But yeah, here is another philodendron. I don't know the exact name. I put it on the screen if I find it. But it's the one with the little thingies on the side where it's 3 leaves. Yeah, I put it on the screen, the name. Here's the top cutting from the Atapuense in perlite. Can you see the roots? This is new since I took the cutting. No, I don't. I think it's an old leaf. I don't know. Here are some. Oh, I forgot the name. Some. No, I forgot the name. But I guess you know what it is. They're doing pretty well. I had them in the terrarium, but I had to disassemble it and put it in some terrarium so you can see the roots and some baby shoots coming out. So they're doing pretty good. Here is the top cutting of my Syngonium chiapencini. I don't know how to pronounce it. I really love this plant. I wasn't that into Syngonium, but I really love this one. Maybe because it doesn't look like a Syngonium and more like a philodendron. But I took some cuttings. There's the top cutting, this is the mother plant. And here is 2 propagating in water. Yeah. Then I have cuttings from the philodendron. They're kind of looking rough, but I recently pot them up in this pot. They were in a propagation box. You can see some little bit of growth in there, so I hope they will adapt. Yeah, here's some. There was moss on everything. Sorry, the same one that's in here, but it dried out completely and died. I'm really sad about this. This took a long time to grow, but yeah, I believe that's a Platycerium. I don't know. I just put some spores in, and yeah, let's. I want to see what's coming out of it. I believe it's a Staghorn fern, but I don't know. We will see. So next is this little philodendron. It's a cutting from my mother. She has the mother plant, and I just stole a little cutting. I don't know which philodendron it is, but quite beautiful. Here is a propagation box with some pothos and Monstera adansonii and some Philodendron lemonine. That's the most of this. Then I have these pothos, one at the 2 plants in there, one at a mouse pole and one at a plank. I want to see which one doing better. For now it's on the mouse pole. The plank hasn't put this leaf is, I believe, new since I put it in there, and on the mouse pole put those 2 leaves out. But yeah, I have to see the future. But even in the terrarium it dries out super quick, so I'm not a fan of mouse poles. They're too much maintenance. I have some fans up here too for air circulations. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, next is a little sad looking Philodendron Mayoi. Hope that's right. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't look great. I don't know if it's gonna make it, but yeah. Here are some more golden dragon cuttings too, which are putting out their first leaves since the propagations. I'm really happy about this. It has some beautiful leaves. I had to chop it up because it was really wonky and I want to start fresh, but some of the leaves were really beautiful, like this one. It was the biggest leaf, I believe. Yeah. Here's the mother plant, the Syngonium mother plant. Had a lot of roots. I took 4 cuttings, one died, one stem cutting died, the top cutting and 2 leaves. Here is a terrarium plant. I don't know the name at all. A little propagation box. Yeah. And here is my oldest prop box. And my favorite one, because they're the most different plants in it. We have some Adansonii, some Verrucosum, and some others, which I don't know the names of. As well as some, this is I believe a golden dragon as well. Yes, I really like this. Maybe I have to put some plants up. Maybe I make a video about this if you want to see it. I can go more in detail in the prop boxes. Yeah, I believe that's everything in the greenhouse cabinet, in the terrarium. I like this a lot. I got it actually for free locally. Someone had a chameleon and he was giving it away, so I took it gladly. And I mean, if you know about terrariums, you know that something in this size, all glass, is really hard to find or really expensive. So I'm really glad I got this one, and I won't give this away. So next I have a IKEA greenhouse cabinet here, which I had some plants in before I got this, but I needed the lights from there for my Monstera elbow, which I'm at a moment, and so it's now sitting here empty. Maybe in the future I do something with it. Yeah. So actually, I just got a little package and there's a plant inside. So I'm going to open it for you. And I'm going to open it. I'm very excited for the plant that's in there. It's been a while in the post over the weekend, so I hope everything is okay with the heat pack and the plant. It's really nice packaged. So it's pretty cold. It's very cold. But here is a Anthurium gracile. I hope that's the right I hope I pronounced it right. Yeah, it's quite cold, but I hope it looks pretty good, and I hope it will bounce back. So we will see. Yeah. So I took the plant out of the box and cleaned up and potted it already in a... I can show you. Here I have a box with my quarantine box. All these plants have thrips and I'm trying to really get rid of them now. They're really annoying. I have to put the golden dragon in there as well, or some quarantine place. I have here this old cabinet. I think it's IKEA. I don't know. I got them as free as well. I use them as a spray chamber. I have my thrip spray and I just... Oh, it's pretty dark. Just spray them, the leaves, the plants, and hope to get rid of all the thrips in there, in my collections, because they're pretty annoying. So now the box, it's just a IKEA box. We have here a Alocasia Frydek, another Philodendron Atapuense. The leaves are pretty damaged. The newest one as well. Yeah, I don't know what to do with it. Another common Anthurium. I don't know the exact name. A Marble Queen Pothos. The better looking, if I can get it out, the better looking Mayuai. I have this for over a year now, I believe, and I'm really struggling with it, with thrips and with growth overall. So yeah, maybe I have to get a new one. I will see. And here is the Anthurium gracile in a cup with sphagnum moss and perlite. I hope it's recovering. It was really cold and the roots are a bit mushy, so... But there is some growth, if you can see here. That's a new leaf coming out. So I hope it will recover. And yeah, I put that back later. Next I have a Monstera deliciosa cutting, some avocados, plants. I have these little plastic, I don't know what it is, a plastic orb, with some sphagnum moss inside. I hope that the sphagnum moss will at some point fill the entire orb, ball. I don't know what it's called. Yep. Here is a moss that's pretty dried up. I have to redo that or clean it. Here is some string of hearts from my mother, which didn't look really good, and I took the cuttings, and now it's actually already growing new shoots. Really nice. Here is a little sphagnum moss terrarium. This is actually the one of my YouTube short. The begonia didn't survive, but the moss is doing actually pretty good, so I just leave it in there. Here's some clover. I don't know the Latin name. These are some from my friends. Here are actually coming some blooms. I don't know if you can see that. Those little things. Here are my string of hearts propagations. Some philodendron lemon lime in water. And here is a Hoya. Light is pretty bad. I hope you can see it. Another philodendron. I know it's not philodendron anymore, but I've completely forgot the other name. I have battled with this for a long time now with thrips as well. It's one of the... I had thrips on the longest and it's quite annoying. Yeah, as you can see, the leaves are a bit damaged. Okay, on this side, yeah, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Next are, I don't know what this is. I believe it's a peperomia, but I'm not sure. But I don't really like this plant. It actually flowered for me. I don't know what it is. Maybe you can help me. The light is really bad, I'm sorry. But maybe I give it away or just throw it out, because I don't really like it that much. It's... yeah. And here's a box with sphagnum moss and some... I don't know what these are called. And some cuttings, I don't know what they are. Yeah. Here I have a... oops. A... oh, there's water in there. You can... I don't know if you can read that. Put it maybe on the screen. I'm not trying to pronounce that. But it flowed a few times for me now. And you can see the tips have some new growth. So I think I'm doing something right. I think it's a really funny plant. Oh, the roots are out. I really like it. Here is my Monstera deliciosa. I had it over the summer outside, and it is the first time that a deliciosa put out so long aerial roots. It never did. I had two, I believe, before this one, because and this one I have had for a while now, and I never put out a lot of roots, but I put it out over the summer and it exploded with roots, so I'm happy about that. Yeah. Here is a cacti. You can... the light is really bad, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to pronounce it either. I put it on the screen. I actually knocked 4 of those thingies off accidentally, and I'm trying to grow them. Yeah, I try to grow them. Hopefully they will root, but yeah, I'm not. That's the only cacti I got. I gotten the hang of it. But this one is doing pretty well, and I'm really happy about it. I like it a lot. Yeah, here is a little moss terrarium, which there are some string of hearts and some string of turtles in there, but it's sitting here for, I believe it's over 2 years old by now, and it's doing pretty well actually. There's some sphagnum moss and other kinds of moss. I don't know really. Yeah. Here is a Ficus Andri, I believe. I'm not sure, but I believe it's a Andri. Here's a little spider plant. terrarium with some isopods in there. You can see one right there, a little thingy there. And here is another Hoya. I'm not that into Hoya, but those two are really, I enjoy them. So maybe I get some Hoyas in the future. And my Stephania erecta. I really like this plant, especially this little shoot with the leaves on top. But you can see it's already yellowing at the edges. It's had the leaves quite a long time, I believe. And I think it's going dormant soon, so yeah, but I really enjoy this. If you don't have a Stephania, but I really recommend a Stephania. They're really fun and looking really beautiful. I had some trouble with this the past years. I have it 2 years now, a bit more, but I really enjoy it. Here is a rabbit's foot fern, which is slightly underwatered. I forget this most of the time, but I'm trying to keep up the watering. With all my plants I tend to underwater. Yeah. Oh, I forgot this one. Before we go any further. Okay, right here I have the micans. Philodendron micans. Here's some water propagations. Some Atapuense, the Chiapensi, the now the Syngonium, and some more Atapuense in there. You can see some roots and shoots everywhere. This is a sad looking philodendron. I don't know what it is. I bought it as a philodendron Cuba. I don't know. Some philodendron speck. Some little, yeah. Here's the mother plant from the golden dragon, but it's been a while and nothing happened. Maybe it's not doing anything anymore. Have to see. Here is another Cebu blue and some golden pothos, and obviously my giant Monstera elbow. I'm not going too much into detail. Maybe I make a video about this one if you want to see it. Yeah, let me know. You can see it's quite big. I had really struggled with this plant, and I wouldn't recommend buying such a big plant. But yeah, you learn. It has 2 new shoots. I'm trying to propagate this one, and it already put out some roots. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, wrong direction. There, you can see some roots developing. Yeah, maybe I make a video about this in the future. Yeah. So next is this. I believe it's I don't know exactly, but I believe it's a Brazilian rain tree. I don't know. Maybe you know what it is, you guys. Please let me know. I have some more of these. And yeah, it's pretty beautiful, but it drops a lot of leaves if you don't water it enough. So you have to do a lot of cleanup if you have this plant. but it's really beautiful. So last is my bedroom with a little cat. Hello. 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 So I have some money tree here. Some leaves are down looking very good, but I don't know exactly why. It's pushing out new growth for a while now, so I don't know what's wrong with it. Maybe I have to trim it back at some point, but I just let it do its thing. A ZZ plant, which I saved repot from my mother, and now I stole it. Hey, don't tell her. It was a pain to repot this because these stems are falling over, and it was really painful to repot this. But I see there is a little new shoot coming out, so it's looking good. And yeah. Next are two very sad looking Ficus umbellata. These are not the optimal places for them, but maybe in a new place they can really grow and thrive. Yeah. So now the windowsill, you can see it's snowy outside. I cannot see. Camera won't focus. Okay. Here I have another philodendron, which is not a philodendron. So the big one, it's a cutting from there. All these plants had thrips, so they are a bit of. I put them here to a bit of quarantine. I have to do a lot more than this, but yeah. Then next I have this philodendron tortum. The newest leaves are pretty small. You can see this is the newest, this, and I hope it will get bigger in the future. Here is two avocados again. Here is the mother plant of the philodendron lemon lime, a Passiflora concovi. I put a name on the screen. It's really beautiful. I tried to propagate it a few times, but all of them died. This is another one, but maybe I have to experiment a bit more because I wanted to propagate it so it can look a bit nicer than it is looking now. But yeah, I have to see. And lastly, a philodendron. I don't know what kind it is. It on the label as I bought it was labeled philodendron verrucosum, but you can see that's definitely not a verrucosum. Maybe a gloriosum, but it doesn't seem to crawl, so it's probably not a gloriosum. Maybe it's a similar. I forgot the name, but either way, it's looking pretty beautiful and putting out focus, putting out a new leaf. So yeah, I really like this plant, and I hope it will get a lot bigger. So that was my little plant tour for you and a bit for me for the future. I hope you enjoyed it. You know what to do. Oh, I forgot those. Those are. This is a marble queen and a regular pothos. I know that doesn't look happy at all. It's the terrarium of my spider, and I have to redo it a bit, but she never comes out. So yeah, she even closed up the entrance to the cave. So yeah. That was it. That was, I believe, every plant I own, pretty much. If you want to see more, leave a like and a comment, or what you want to see about the Albo or some prop box or whatever. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I see you next time. Bye!